Good morning, Rebecca Vigus, the writer whisperer here from a very nippy South Central Kentucky. Um, Temperature is currently, it's not too bad. It's 44 degrees, but we have a special weather statement because there's supposed to be some snow tonight. And so we are under, or today, we are under a weather watch. Not a big deal. The most snow we usually get is about 2 inches, and we've had two. So I don't know if we will get a big accumulation. They're not calling for one. Um, Hello. They're not calling for one, so I'm not real worried about it. There, that's better. We have gone to Julia Cameron's The Sound of Paper this morning for a discussion of befriending time. Time seems to be our enemy as writers, as people. So let's see what she has to say about befriending time, and then I will explain the writing prompt. Today was unseasonably warm. Manhattan in shirt sleeves and wide, loony grins. The weather had been everyone happily tilted toward optimism and friendliness. Old couples strolled arm in arm, beaming at those striding towards them. Children clutched helium balloons bought on the street. Lovers walked intertwined and heedlessly erotic, her hand in his back pocket. A West Highland Terrier out for a morning constitutional assumed a stubborn, leg braced Westie position and refused to be dragged indoors from a glorious day. What is it about spring that wakes up the artist in all of us? We suddenly have the time of our lives, a telling phrase. People take walks on their lunch hours. Passerbys impulsively stop to pet the small black Cocker Spaniel puppy making his brave way down Columbus Avenue, owner in tow. Stores leave their doors ajar, and when owners loll against the door jambs, making casual conversation with neighbors walking by. The clock is banished. Oscar Hammerstein had it right. I feel so gay in a melancholy way. Spring opens a trap door in the mind of many of us. It allows that creative impulse to slip in. Rather than glancing at our watch and hurrying ahead to our next jump on a busy agenda, we pause, dazzled by the bright flowers banked up outside a Korean grocer's. Aren't they beautiful? We ask a stranger. Indeed, they are, he replies, his English accent a pleasant treat. So much of art hinges on our ability to trust intuition, to follow our hunch about what might or could come next. The difference between a blocked artist and a free one is this precise openness to moment by moment invention. Moment to moment invention. Agnes DeMille tells us that an artist must take leap after leap in the dark. Picasso tells us we are all born children. The trick is remaining one. How do we remain one? Having the time of our lives is the answer. Being open to the right timing of coincidence is the key. We live in the now where children and animals live. We learn to stop watching the inner movie, the movie of How am I and how is my brilliant career? Long enough to take a lively interest in the people and the things around us. Children are dazzled by a butterfly, entranced by a floating leaf, utterly captured by the sight of an unexpected horse trotting briskly along the roadside. When our adult self is too much in evidence, we notice such diversions, but we don't allow ourselves to be diverted, turned aside from the serious business of life. We dampen our own enthusiasm lest they lure us from the path of our ambitions. Focused on our ambitions and the way they should unfold, we often miss the way they are unfolding or are trying to if we would only let them. The word enthusiasm comes from the Greek words meaning filled with God. If, as Miles Vanderohe is said to have remarked, God is in the details, maybe we belong there as well. Maybe the most direct route to our heart's desire is a circuitous one that allows us to encounter destiny by stopping to admire the calico cat sunning itself and the geraniums on the window ledge. Perhaps those shortcuts that cut out the sweetness of life are really cutting us off from life itself. Henry Miller advised us develop an interest in life as you see it, in people, things, literature, music. The world is so rich, simply throbbing with rich treasures, beautiful souls, and interesting people. Forget yourself. It is one of the ironies of opening ourselves to impulse, that we not only forget ourselves, our serious workday selves, but we discover ourselves, our luminous, incandescent selves. It is too radical to consider that Brenda Euland might just be on the right track when she urges us think of yourself as an incandescent power, illuminated and perhaps forever talked to by God and his messengers. Certainly, spring, which springs us from the cage of our wintry selves, makes this an easier notion to entertain. Daft with whether we talk to ourselves and one another. Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! Perhaps something is talking to us and we are merely answering. I believe that we live in an interactive universe, that we are being talked to and responded to at all times. Everything is significant, not just the few things that we allow ourselves to see when we are blinded by our ambition. Those are deep thoughts, guys and dolls. Do you see yourself as incandescent? Incandescent? A light shining in a world that's gloomy right now? Maybe you should see yourself that way. Okay, so befriending time. Your prompt is in below the YouTube, along with where to find me. And what we were really talking today is time. For most of us, time is what we feel we never have enough of. I don't have time for that. No, I can't do this. I don't have time. We don't have time to call an old friend and get current with each other. I can say that. We don't have time to go for a walk. I'm working on that one. We don't have time to take a leisurely bubble bath. We serve quick fix meals rather than take the time to make a real salad and broil some fish. I make the real food. Quick fix doesn't work for me. We even choose our clothes by looking for those that require no time. I can slip into that and be out of here in 2 minutes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We do it every day. So, for your prompt, take pen in hand and on your paper number from 1 to 10. List 10 activities that you would enjoy but tell yourself you have no time for. My number 1 would be writing. My number 2 would be crocheting. My number 3 would be walking. My number 4 would be swimming, which I can't do until the pool's ready, which won't be till spring. 5 is exploring. I like to go explore different places. And since I've only lived in Kentucky for 3 years, I have a lot of places still to explore. Imagine that. So now you've got 6 of mine, or 5 of mine. Come up with 10 of yours. Don't neglect. Don't these neglected possibilities sound self-nurturing? They are, of course. And that is why we need to find the time to do them. Select one self nurturing action from your list, just one. You've made a list of 10. I gave you 5 of my own. Some of them may be yours. I don't know. Take just one and make the time to do it. I am taking just one. When we are finished today, and I am making the time to do it. I need to set a timer, which is what I'm working on right now, because I have an interview at 11 o'clock. So I'm only going to have 20, 25 minutes to do this. But I have an alarm set so that when I stop here and I've shared the video to all my places, I share the video. I'm going to take some time to write. I have a poetry book I want out. I need the poems in my computer, and I'm going to start putting them there. I'm partway there. I just have to keep going. And I've almost finished the book, only a start. I still have And Beyond. I still have the beyond part and the lyrics. So I have a lot to do. And I need to get it done yesterday. I took the book with me to do it during Christmas vacation. Yeah, that didn't happen. And that's not a good thing. So, that's your writing prompt. Find the time to do one thing on your list because it is important to self nurture. That's where your ideas come from when you do these things. When you write, when I crochet, when I'm walking, when I'm swimming, when I'm exploring, I get all kinds of ideas. And I get excited about that. You all have a great writing day, and I will see you here tomorrow at 10. Bye now.